This video is sponsored by Future Fitness app. If you want to get in shape, you can try Future Fitness app for free for 30 days. Here's how it works. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. You sign up on the app, and it lets you choose a real personal trainer. And then that personal trainer keeps in contact with you through this app, through messaging. They help you with your diet. They help you with your training. They help to keep you on track, all these things. So you get a real personal trainer. It's not automated. It's not some kind of robot. It's a real personal trainer that communicates with you through this app. If you think that's a good idea for you, go to tryfuture.co/runitback. Try it free for 30 days. That's all you got to do. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. If you sign up for that free trial, your boy gets paid. You help me pay the light bill and expand the Run It Back Philly brand by signing up for that free trial.
Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Glenn Rivers starting PJ Tucker at center. I've seen enough of it. I've seen enough of it, man. I can't handle it anymore. How in the world did this guy say to himself, okay, Joel Embiid's out. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play PJ Tucker at center. That's what we're going to do. The wild part about that is that by the end of the game, Glenn Rivers admitted he was wrong and put Paul Reed in the game. Do you understand the level of psychosis that this is? Do you understand what this coach does? He goes with a decision that he knows probably everybody else in the entire world disagrees with. But he's so damn stubborn that he goes with it anyway. And then once it gets completely exposed and he understands and realizes and has to admit that he's wrong, then he switches it up. Then he puts Paul Reed in the game. So he played PJ Tucker, started PJ Tucker at center. That's mind-numbing in itself. He's 6'5". He's 37 years old. You're playing against Nikola Vucevic. You're playing against Andre Drummond as the backup. Like, are you kidding me right now? And then in the fourth quarter, when the game is out of reach, the Bulls are up by 15 points. The Bulls are getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Glenn Rivers says, you know what? Go ahead, Paul Reed. Paul, you go ahead and get in the game, Paul. What? It's just crazy. First of all, it's completely disrespectful to the young player, Paul Reed. It's disrespectful. Last year, Paul Reed won the backup center minutes. We played an entire playoff series against the young, long, athletic Toronto Raptors. Paul Reed played all of the backup center minutes in that series. And the 76ers, even with Joel Embiid breaking his face and having a dislocated thumb, won the series because they had a strong backup center rotation. So we go the end of last season, we think, okay, Paul Reed won the backup center job. They released Charles Bassey. Paul Reed is clearly the backup center. Clearly. And then what happened? There was one game this season. There was one game this season where Paul Reed had a bad game. And Glenn Rivers said, that's it. He's out. We're not playing him anymore. So we're in 2023. We're in January. We're playing without Joel Embiid. And Doc Rivers starts 37-year-old, 6'5", PJ Tucker at center. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. I can't say it any more clear. This is some of the craziest shit I've ever seen from an NBA head coach. It does not make sense. How is management and everybody watching this happen? How is Daryl Morey sitting back thinking it's a good idea to start PJ Tucker at center? How is Joshua Harris, I know he doesn't know anything about basketball, but he knows a little bit about money. How is Joshua Harris sitting back and saying it's a good idea to play PJ Tucker at center? I need to know. So, in speaking of that, there's a couple of things that we need to look at, okay? We need to look at Nikola Vucevic in the first quarter with PJ Tucker at center. Nikola Vucevic had 9 points, was 4 for 7 from the field, and had 7 rebounds. Nikola Vucevic with PJ Tucker at center had 9 points and 7 rebounds in the first quarter. 7 rebounds. He finished the game with 19 points and 18 rebounds. Yeah, we're talking about Nikola Vucevic here. He finished the game with 19 points and 18 rebounds. Why? Because every single time the ball came off the rim, it was Nikola Vucevic versus 37-year-old 6'5" PJ Tucker. This doesn't make sense. And then, in the fourth quarter, Glenn Rivers says, okay, fine. I'm going to put Paul Reed in the game. Whatever. Okay? Your boy PJ Tucker, in the entire basketball game, for a team that is very, very bad at rebounding. The 76ers are one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA. Doc Rivers starts PJ Tucker at center. In 20 minutes, PJ Tucker had 3 rebounds. In 20 minutes, PJ Tucker had 3 rebounds. One of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA. The coach started PJ Tucker at center. The guy he was going against had 18 rebounds. He had 3 rebounds in 20 minutes. Paul Reed gets in the game at the end, once it's already out of reach, 15 minutes out of reach. In 7 minutes, Paul Reed had 2 rebounds. An offensive rebound. And a couple of plays that kept plays alive that helped the Sixers make a couple of runs and almost close the gap in the fourth quarter. The Sixers got completely smoked in the third. They were continuing to get smoked in the fourth. And they started to close the gap and almost came back and almost had some momentum to come back and win the game when he put Paul Reed in the game for 7 minutes. Paul Reed, 7 minutes, 2 rebounds. PJ Tucker, 20 minutes, 3 rebounds. Now which one makes sense here? Which one makes sense here? I got another one for you guys. Nikola Vucevic had 18 rebounds in the game. Do you know how many rebounds he had in the fourth quarter? 0. Nikola Vucevic had 18 rebounds in 3 quarters against PJ Tucker. Nikola Vucevic in the fourth quarter had 0 rebounds because 7 of those minutes were Paul Reed. I don't know how to say that any more clearly. I don't know how to say this any more clearly. If this coach is going to think that you can start 6'5" PJ Tucker at center, we are fucked.